Are you ready? We're ready. I'm ready. We're ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Are you ready for kindergarten? Starting kindergarten is an exciting adventure for kids and families. It's a new beginning for learning, developing friendships, confidence, and independence. Children are often anxious about what it will be like to go to big kids school. Who will be my teacher? Will I make friends? On our first day of school, it's important that children are excited and proud, and prepared to say,
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready for kindergarten. First 5 San Mateo County, Redwood City School District, and Silicon Valley Community Foundation are pleased to provide this DVD to help parents and caregivers prepare children for a successful launch into the kindergarten adventure. What do you need to know to be in kindergarten?
Listen to the teacher. Don't copy people's work. Respect the teacher at all times. Wash your hands and blow your nose. Be nice.
Be a friend. What is kindergarten readiness? Very few children have mastered all the readiness skills when they entered kindergarten. To be most successful, children will have a balance of skills in each of the 4 building blocks of kindergarten readiness: social and emotional development, self-care, physical well-being and motor skills, language development, early academics.
Each child is in a different stage of development in the 4 building blocks of readiness. And what's important is that they have some foundation in each of the 4 areas. Parents should understand that each child has their own developmental pace.
Well, we know that the greatest period of human brain growth and development occurs between the ages of 0 to 5. Children from birth are designed to learn, to grow, to build on their experiences, and make meaning of the world around them. And so their emotional and social skills are really profoundly affected by their earliest experiences.
Social and emotional development. I'm ready for school when I talk to adults and ask for help if I need it. I take turns, share, and help others. I try new activities and ask questions. I work and play both independently and in a group. I can calm myself down when I get frustrated. I stay focused and pay attention for 10 to 15 minutes at a time.
Kindergarten teachers are saying, bring them to us curious and socially comfortable, because then you've laid the foundation that we can build on.
One of the things we've discovered is that it's so important just to have your children ready to come to school. The readiness is not academic, it's social and behavioral things that kids need to have before they come to kindergarten.
How they interact with their peers and with the adults, how they handle being part of a group.
To tell the teacher when something is wrong, to tell the peers what they don't like and what they like.
If you send us children who are able to stand in line, able to sit and listen to a story, they'll learn from there, and the reading and the writing and the math will come.
So being able to share, being able to communicate their needs and their wants.
I need help.
Learning how to ask for help, I think, very important.
To know when you don't know something and know when you need help and to ask for it.
That to me creates kind of future strong students.
Kids just need to be educated about emotions.
We're all about process, not about product. So we try and let kids experience a lot of things and fail on the way, but eventually they've developed a lot of skills in the process. Being a parent too, you're sort of afraid to let your child fail, so we tend to hold on to doing it for too long rather than letting them experience what it means to try it and not quite make it.
Self-care, physical well-being, and motor skills. I'm ready for school when my immunizations are up to date, I have good oral health and have visited my dentist, I am well rested, I can use crayons and pencils, I can button or zip my jacket, tie or velcro shoes, I can kick a ball, hop on one foot or climb a ladder, I can use the toilet, eat, wash hands, and blow my nose all by myself. Self-care.
Parents can help us by gradually releasing the children to take care of their own things. For example, being able to feed themselves and being able to pour their own juice.
We're getting these students ready for first grade, second grade, third grade, up through high school. And if mom's still carrying the backpack, if the kid's telling me, my mom forgot to put my library book in my folder, it's mom's job to remind you, Tuesday's library day is your book in your backpack.
By giving your child more opportunities to be independent, by not doing as much, you're really doing some favors for your kid.
Motor skills.
Normal skills like being able to cut, holding the pencil correctly. So oftentimes children come into kindergarten holding a pencil like this, but the appropriate way to hold the pencil is with the two grips. So we always tell the children, pretend that they're going to pinch the pencil and hold it with their two front fingers, so that way the rest of the fingers can rest on the paper.
Physical well-being.
In terms of what parents can do to give their child the best chance for success in school, one of the things they can do, the most basic thing they can do, is keep their child as healthy as possible.
A happy child is a healthy child. Part of being ready for kindergarten is getting enough sleep and eating nutritious snacks and meals.
A normal bedtime routine, putting them to bed, taking them, giving them their bath, reading a story, that establishes routines in the child's mind, which they can transfer into the classroom.
Language skills. I'm ready for school when I hear and understand the meaning of words, stories, and songs. I use words to talk about thoughts, wants, needs, and feelings. I speak clearly enough so that other people understand. I use complete sentences and connect ideas together to make longer sentences. I can say or sing familiar songs and nursery rhymes. I have a strong foundation in my home language, which can help me with learning English.
Talk to your children as often as possible.
Ask questions of the children and making observations that help the children develop some language around the things that they're seeing, and begins the process that they'll use in school of classifying and organizing their thoughts and making comparisons between different things.
Helping children learn vocabulary by comparing in the physical world. Making meaning, making these meaningful experiences is very important for children, that it's concrete. That's how they learn.
Bridging home and school for English language learners.
Over 50% of the world's population speaks more than one language. It's time that we recognize that the home language and being able to speak more than one language is truly an asset. Yes, absolutely all children need to speak English. However, that does not need to come at the cost of losing the home language. We know now through research that a strong foundation in the home language does positively impact the learning of a second language. Maintaining the home language is not going to hurt the child, and on the contrary, it will actually support them and help them in learning. It's just so important to have strong language models in both languages. It takes up to 2 years to actually master conversational level, and it could take up to, anywhere between 5 to 7 years for the academic level of language. What needs to happen is for parents to realize and be given the validation that this is a positive thing for their children. Viewing multilingualism as a gift, and that's what it is.
Early academics. I'm ready for school when I know how to use a book, where to start, which way to turn the pages, and that the pictures and printed words tell a story. I know the letters of the alphabet and can write some of the letters in my first name. I count 10 objects correctly. I know rhyming words like pat, hat, cat, and bat. I know primary colors and shapes. Parents are our first and best teachers.
If you really observe children in the world, what you find is they're driven to learn. They are observing and learning everything. It needn't be difficult to foster your children's love of learning.
Children learn inordinate amounts when they're playing. All of that play is laying that foundation, building those muscles in their brains so that when the academic piece comes along, their brains are ready for it.
Encourage play. I think they need to get off the focus of the computer and television.
Following a child's natural curiosity about the world is where parents should go. The love of learning and having those kinds of experiences is solid gold.
Parents can start sharing books with their children as soon as they're born. And it's not just the act of reading, it's having the child on the parent's lap. It's the book cuddling is what we like to call it. Parents don't even need to read the words on the page. It's taking a look at the pictures and just telling a story and being able to relate the story to some daily activities that are happening.
Reading to a child helps them want to learn to read because it's a pleasurable experience.
If you read with your child, that's the most important thing that you can do. And it's a lovely way of connecting with your children, to share a love of a story, of literature, and it shows them the value of the written word. You're doing a lot to help them be prepared for school.
I always suggest that they read as much as they can with feeling, to give kids a sense of how the language is spoken. Check all the way for the understanding as you're reading a story.
It'll be the thing that many children remember the most about their parents is, at the end of the day, sitting down and cuddling in each other's arms and reading a story.
Knowing that kindergarten has set the stage then for what school is like. I think if kids come ready and eager to learn, it's going to be a really positive year. If they know that this is a place where they can learn and they want to, that they've discovered the joy of learning, it's a successful year.
Illustrated in after.
This concludes part 1 of the DVD. In part 2, we'll offer some important information about enrolling your child in kindergarten, preparing for your first day, and staying involved in your child's education. Getting started. What is the right age for kindergarten?
And if your child turns 5 on or before December 2nd of the school year, he or she is eligible to enter kindergarten. So if you've decided your child's ready for kindergarten, what do you need to do to get them enrolled? Find out about the kindergarten registration in your school district by visiting your neighborhood school or contacting the city school district administration office. Registration can take place any time between December and March of the year before your child enters kindergarten. You'll need to have proof of residency, proof of your child's birth date, and immunization records.
California law requires that your child has had checkups before entering school. You'll need to show that your child has recently had a dental checkup, a health checkup, a TB skin test, and updated immunizations.
It's really important not to forget about what are you going to do after school. If you're a working parent, what are you going to do for before and after school care? So really be looking at that early on in the spring prior to your child's enrollment.
If you need childcare, research your options. The Child Care Coordinating Council of San Mateo County can help you do this. The council provides information for over 1,000 licensed child care providers and preschool programs in San Mateo County. Visit the council's website at www.sanmateo4cs.org or call them at 650-655-6770.
A lot of really positive and practical things you can do to help your child get ready during that month right before. One of the things I always suggest is that you take a visit If you can, if you know what school your child will be attending, go and actually see the physical building, perhaps look at the play structure, readjust their summer bedtime into a more practical, earlier bedtime for school year, saying as many positive things about how excited you are for their school year. Help them kind of picture their day. First you'll do this, then you might have recess, and then before you know it, I'll be picking you up.
We also encourage you to read to your children about beginning the kindergarten adventure. Check out these titles from your local library. The Night Before Kindergarten, My Kindergarten, If You Take a Mouse to School, and The Kissing Hand. Parents and teachers, partners.
It really is a system of support that takes place. It's really a three-pronged approach, which is ready schools, ready children, ready families. The demands are on the child. The parents need to be able to support that child. The school needs to be able to work with those parents. So the more people are able to work together to support each other, to make expectations clear, the better off everyone is going to be able to support that child.
Parents and the teachers and the school staff are partners in trying to raise these children and teach these children.
Be aware of what's going on in school, participating with your child in the homework that they do, knowing what's expected of them at school, going to parent-teacher conferences.
We'll be sending home flyers and newsletters and various information from the school, but I invite all parents to make sure that they take the time to check in with us about something that might be going on at home.
One thing that all parents can do is to read the communications that come home from the school.
Any time that you can spend in the classroom is so important. To interact with the children, you get to know the peers, you get to see, the children that your child is talking about.
Do you have questions? Need help? First 5 San Mateo County and Silicon Valley Community Foundation have developed a parent handbook called Are You Ready? A Parent's Guide to Starting Kindergarten. The guide offers families tips and advice to prepare you for kindergarten. You can download the handbook at www.first5sanmateo.org or www.siliconvalleycf.org. If you have questions or concerns about your child's development, or if you think your child may have special needs, check with your child's doctor or pediatrician and then contact your local school district office. What do you need to know to be in kindergarten?
Learn, work, sharing, play, we make new friends.